Hi guys, so let's discuss uric acid for today. I think that is an interesting enough topic for you for discussion. So first things first, uric acid is a product of metabolism. It's a metabolic waste, but it does have a purpose in the body as well. So it's a very powerful antioxidant. So like most things, your body doesn't produce total waste. There's like some purpose for everything, and uric acid is a very powerful antioxidant. In fact, 50 times more powerful than vitamin C. So vitamin C itself is a very powerful antioxidant. So you know the levels of it. So when your body is having high uric acid, like what are the cases where you have high uric acid? So uric acid can be produced or is produced as a result of metabolism of three things. Number one is alcohol. You drink alcohol, you're gonna get high uric acid because the alcohol metabolism will be when it is happening in the liver will produce uric acid. Number two, fructose. Fructose means it's a fruit sugar. That's how it got the name fructose. So fructose comes like in fruits, in honey. It comes in cold drinks. So when I say fructose, I'm not targeting fruits. Like most people don't overeat fruits, but I am talking about the sodas and the sugars and all that stuff. Mainly fruits. On top of all this becomes a problem, but otherwise not. And the third and the most important, or rather, the most overemphasized one is purines. So purines are something that is found in many protein sources, and people often go overboard with emphasis on purines. They say like uric acid, purines, cut protein, cut protein. That's the mantra, right? Like, cut protein, like bullshit. So about purines, you should know something like 70 to 80% of the purines are produced in the body. That's called endogenous purine. So it's not like, so 70 to 80% of what uric acid is coming from purines is coming from your body's own sources. When cells are repaired or regenerated, you're getting this. So only 20 to 30% of purines are coming from dietary sources, and that is where people get it wrong on emphasizing about purines. So why does somebody have high uric acid? Is it because they are consuming all of this in excess? Could be. That's a very valid point. That could be a possibility. But for most Indians, at least in Indian context, that's not the case. We don't drink too much of a cold drinks. We don't drink too much alcohol. I believe. I don't. I hope you don't. And it's not like that we consume a lot of animal products. We hardly consume any animal products. So the main reason for uric acid or high uric acid levels in Indians or South Asians is not because of high production, because we are consuming all this. It's because your body is not able to excrete it well, right? So your body is retaining it. Your kidneys are supposed to excrete it, like flush it out from your system, but that doesn't happen for some reason, and that is the reason why it accumulates and becomes a problem. And what is stopping it from flushing out or excretion? That is where your insulin resistance comes, right? So when you have insulin resistance, when your body is in a state of poor insulin sensitivity, your kidneys cannot deal with uric acid properly, and it's not flushed out properly, and as a result it accumulates in your body. And when it accumulates in your body, you get problems like gout. So this is what is actually happening, because it's not like this is what is actually happening. It's not like we are having too much protein. So cutting down on protein is not gonna help, right? So somebody say I have an insulin resistance, I have a problem excreting uric acid, and then my uric acid levels, or then I consume a lot of red meat, then it might add on to a problem a little bit, still a little bit, not too much. But that doesn't address anything. The ideal way to deal with uric acid is firstly check for insulin resistance. Go check for fasting insulin. make sure it's under 6. If it's not above 6, if it's not under 6, it's above 6, means you got the culprit. That's insulin resistance. So what you can do here is, once you check your fasting insulin and you confirm that you have an insulin resistance, you can take steps to bring down the insulin resistance, or rather improve your insulin sensitivity. And once you do that, automatically your uric acid levels start going down. And what can be done to improve your insulin sensitivity? Cutting carbs, fasting, going off seed oils, physical exercise, workouts. These are simple things you can do to improve insulin sensitivity, and it will definitely reflect in your uric acid numbers. One thing I have to emphasize is that if you are going on a low carb keto diet, or if you're going on a fasting protocol, you might not see immediate improvement in uric acid, but you will see improvement in your condition, but you will not see in your blood markers. Why? That is because when your body is in a low carb keto or a fasting state, your body produces ketones, and ketones is excreted the same way uric acid is. They are competing, they're against, or they're competing for the same route. There are two buses running on the same route, and uric acid fails, or uric acid fails in comparison to ketone wins this race. So that's why initially, during the initial transition to a low carb fasting keto diet, you might not see it on your numbers. Your numbers might not improve as such. In fact, it might in some cases go up even. So that is not something to worry, but give it time, give it a few months, you will definitely feel the difference and your uric acid levels will be normalized. And one other thing I have to say is that every knee pain or every joint pain or every pain on your foot is not because of uric acid and gout. That's a huge mistake, and I am sorry to say, unfortunately, doctors even make this mistake. They immediately go for gout. That's gout. No, that's not true, because there is a high prevalence of asymptomatic hyperuricemia. That means you have high uric acid but without any symptoms, and that's completely normal in an Indian population. Indians have high uric acid because of their metabolic issues, because of insulin resistance, but that does not mean you can frame any pain on your leg on uric acid. It could be arthritis, it could be normal knee pain, it could be let's say plantar fasciitis, there could be other reasons, there could be it could be a Braxter's, there could be plenty of other reasons why you have pain on your foot. But just because you have a metabolic syndrome and just because you have a high uric acid levels, do not try to couple both, or do not try to frame it on. And that's unfortunately happens from doctors even. Very unfortunate, but that does happen. And putting you on, you see that you do put yourself on uric acid meds, you don't see much improvement. That's when you get fed up. So this is very unfortunate. We need to break free from the cycle, and that needs to analyze. For that you need to understand the root cause, and that is where you test fasting insulin and seek out if that is the reason. Supplements do help. Antioxidant rich food helps also. When it comes to food, try to have food which is high in antioxidants, like blueberries. All the berries are very good antioxidants. Certain fruits which are not high in fructose can also be considered. So these are simple things you can do to improve from uric acid. And please get this misconception that uric acid equal to protein. It's not the case. Uric acid is not it's not because of a little bit of protein you're consuming. Protein is very, very important. So please don't cut down protein in the name of uric acid. Please stop doing that. You're just gonna mess up your health further. I hope my message is clear. Bye.